Hi, hands up if you're one of those people who hasn't bought an investment property yet because you're scared of getting ripped off, or you haven't used a property investment company because you think, they're just going to make money off me, and then I'd rather cut them out of the process and all that sort of stuff. Okay, here's the answer. First of all, it's very important. You've got to get professional help. If you don't get professional help, what are you doing? You're doing it amateur. And what are you doing it amateur with? You're doing it with hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's what you're doing it amateur with. Don't mess around with this stuff. Take it seriously. So what are your choices? Well, you can go out there and buy a property off your local real estate agent. Now, what are you buying? Well, first of all, you're buying what they've got to sell. That's the first thing, which may or may not be a good investment property. If you go to any real estate agent in this country and you say, is this a good investment property? What answer do you think they're going to give you? It's like walking into Just Jeans, trying on some jeans and saying to the assistant, do I look good in these jeans? Of course you look good in these jeans, and of course it's going to be a good investment property according to them. But if you're doing that, you're just setting yourself up, okay? You're not going to do very well. Now, how do we work? Well, what we do is we look after the client first, right? So you're our client and we take very good care of you, and we do research, and then we find the best places to invest, and then we go into those places and we find the best properties to get there. Now, how do we get paid? Well, generally what we'll do is we'll try and engineer the perfect investment property in the perfect investment location. So the research identifies the location, and then we get a builder to come in and build that property for us. Now, there's a lot of benefits to doing that. They include structural guarantees, builder's warranties, depreciation claims. So you get a massive depreciation claim, which gives you a nice big fat tax return, which helps the cash flow, improves the cash flow of a property by 20% in many cases, which is just enormous. What else do we get? We get good tenants because it's brand new. We've got low maintenance costs because stuff's not going to break for a while. So that's what we do. Now, how do we get paid? Well, what we do is we go to the builders and we say, hey, we've got these great clients that need investment properties. Now, we're happy to introduce them to you, but you must meet our very strict criteria because we're looking after the client, not you. So every builder's got a choice, right? They can build a display home, and then they can have, which costs them money, and then they can put sales staff to man that display home, which costs them money, and then they can pay for advertising to get everyone to come and visit their display home, which costs them money. The other alternative they have is just people like our company can go to them and say, look, we've got these great clients, and then they just build properties for investors and they pay us a referral fee for doing it. It's really simple. That fee they pay to us comes out of their marketing budget, which you pay for anyway when you buy a property. You're paying that in the cost of buying the property anyway. Even a private seller has to pay the selling agent and agent's commission and advertising costs and what have you. So that's always an element of the transaction. But what we do is we engineer it such that that money pays our fee, so you don't have to pay us. It's a great model. It's a really good model. Everyone wins that way. The builder gets to build a house, you get a service for free, and we get to get paid for looking after you, which is the best way. The only other alternative is for you to pay us a big amount of money, and then also the selling agent gets an amount of money as well, and then we've got all sorts of problems. It's not a very good model. So that's how we get paid. It's pretty simple, and we're very open and honest and transparent about it. Cheers. Hi there, I hope you enjoyed that. If you think someone else could benefit from that, make sure you share it with them. We'd really be grateful if you did that. And if you want to get into property investing, if you're serious about it, just send us a message. Let's have a strategy session, let's go through it. We have clients all over Australia, in fact, all over the world. And we talk to our clients either in person or via Skype, really easy to do. So don't hesitate, get in there. It's only $297 for a strategy session, and it's 100% guaranteed refundable if at the end of it you didn't feel it was worth your while. Cheers.